Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here. We're back on Heroes of the Storm, and we're doing a little bit of a different video today. So today I wanted to start this off as a discussion for Anub'arak, everyone's favorite bug, and especially in the rank play right now. He is super contested and is one of the top, I would say, the top tank to play right now. And one of the things I want to bring to everyone's attention, because this might not be too noticeable, is that Anub'arak, he has a little tooltip here, almost all the heroes do, but it says right there, it says the tank special against mages, thanks to in part by his innate spell armor, and it says spell armor of 20. And so this goes all the way back to when they changed Anub'arak to make him be actually one of the top tanks. They gave him a baseline spell armor, and that, I think, is why he is so strong, period. Not just a strong mages, but because reduction of spell damage, which is every character in the game, because everyone has spells, that adds up. Like, it's just an innate part of his kit. I mean, obviously there's other heroes like Vala that can poke through it, but her Hungering Arrow, her multi-shot, all get reduced by that. So I'm going to take Mr. Anub'arak here into try mode, and we're going to get into a little bit deeper understanding of some things that I was thinking about. Alright everyone, we've landed in try mode here, so this is one of the things I want to talk about. So we have this spell armor here, called Nerubian armor, and this has actually gotten nerfed. It used to be up to 50 spell armor, but now it's only 30. But because of his innate spell armor already, you have 20 here if you look at your character tab. So you get spell armor of 20. Once you take that talent, you get 50. So that's a 50% reduction from all spells. That's pretty huge in this game. Personally, I would like to have this spell shielding to be a little bit more upfront, because it doesn't really, you don't really know why that's happening. And as a new player, I could totally see you being very upset about why you don't know what they're not taking damage from. Like, having some sort of like spell barrier like around the bar here would be cool, or anything like that. I think Anub'arak here in his newest state is kind of a nuisance in showing that armor gameplay isn't the most interactive gameplay to me. And then the other thing I want to note is that Anub'arak's base kit, so his Q here, and then his burrow, these are all multi-hit or multi-targetable abilities, which is very rare in this game. Like Muradin, he has a single hit Stormbolt. Varian, single hit. Chen, also single hit. The only ones that I can think of is like ETC, Misha from Rexar, and then Anub'arak. That's 3. But the thing about him is this is a much longer ability, and knockups in general, or stuns in general, especially of this nature, when you do that, it gives your teammates that 1 second of stun time to reposition themselves, that any planned skill shots are now completely void. Or it can mess up like ultimates, i.e. Malfurion's Twilight Dream, or it can mess up ETC Mosh Pits. It can mess up just about anything in the game. And then if you have multiple ones of layering it, you can do like the Anub'arak super combo, as I've said it before in my streams, where you stun Impale, you stun Burrow, to get that easy quick combo off, and it just sets up for your team, because you know where that target's going to be for, if you add this up, that's a probably 2 seconds, and then there's also slowed by 25%. So it's pretty huge, basically, is what it adds up to. And now the other one I wanted to talk about was his ultimate. So everyone knows that the go-to ultimate at this point in the time in the game is Cacoon, and it's very easy to understand why at a mechanical level. And
choose a talent.
On the coding side, or actually implementation of said ability,
choose a talent.
It needs some tweaks, because this ability is showing its age, I would say now, because this character of Anub'arak has been in Heroes of the Storm since the beginning, at least as far as I'm aware. I played late alpha, early beta, and he has always had this ability, and I don't remember it changing or anything like that, notably in the time I've been doing videos. So it's been a really long time since this ability has actually been tweaked at all. So the first thing is it has a 60-second cooldown. That's very, very low. And then it causes the target to be cocooned for 8 seconds. Obviously, most of you know that this ability can be damaged by like any auto attack, but it's kind of similar to the mechanic of cursed chests. So as long as that, so no matter how much damage you deal, it only deals 1, so taking a total of the 1 HP, so it's really like ticking it down. But if you have like a Lunara poison or a Liming disintegrate, the faster the attack speed or the faster the damage per second, then that goes faster. But for the most part, you have to build around breaking the cocoon rather than using it. And then in implementation, the area of effect, so the effective radius of this ability is very, very long. So as you can see, if I stand in the middle of this lane, just to give you guys some sort of feedback on this. So if I stand in the middle of this lane here, I'm Anub'arak, I can hit basically half of the lane from this. And I've used this to great effect. If you have someone, say you're coming in for a gank, and you see someone that's like floating around like right over here, or they're like, they know someone's coming and they float around, you can burrow in and then instantly web wrap them, and then you just ping assistance, and you just get your team to stand around the cocoon, and that person's dead. And in any other scenario, if it was not because of Cocoon, you would not get those kills. And I mean, that is a skillful part of the game, but the counterplay is very low on it because of how wide this radius is. I feel like the radius, if they don't want to change the ability itself to be point and click, as you were seeing me do, I could see them doing a radius reduction on this and doing it into melee range. So like half of your burrow probably would be the ideal. Let's see. Yeah, I would do half of what your burrow distance would be. Something like that, because that seems more reasonable, because then it makes you have to commit to burrowing in to get the cocoon off. In my opinion, I feel like that would give you the most skillful cocoon uses, because you still want to use it on the healer most of the time. And then I would also increase the cooldown to about 70 or 80 seconds, because that is a very, very short cooldown that will always be up. That is going to do it for today's video. So thank you all for joining me. This was a new one. This is a discussion. I want to get your guys' opinion and feedback on what you guys think of Anub'arak. He's in a really solid spot still. I do really enjoy playing him, but I would just like to see them change some things around on his heroic side and just understand the playing into a spell armor passive mechanic like that isn't the most noticeable thing either. So what are your guys' ideas about spell armor and showing the passive armor bonuses? And what are your ideas about changing Cacoon or any of his other base kit for that matter? Maybe stun durations, which I don't know if you could reduce that any more than you already have. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to check out my other videos. And this is going to be, I think, a new reoccurring thing for me. I like this shorter type style, and yeah, it should be more fun than getting into a game. Plus, I'm streaming on Twitch now, so come watch me play games there rather than watch me play games on here. So I will see you all next time.